And now let me welcome on to After Dark Wisconsin head coach Greg Gard, fresh off of a win over Ohio State. Coach, thanks for being here, man. Congrats on the win.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Rob.
So I got to ask you this. As of right now, I think we all kind of agree that Johnny Davis isn't just in the conversation for Big Ten Player of the Year, but he's up there among the ranks of the National Player of the Year candidates. So I got to know. I didn't see this coming. When did you realize that he had a chance to kind of have this kind of a season?
Well, I'd be lying if I said I saw this type of a season coming, because obviously we lost a lot off last year's team. We had a lot of new faces and had to come together. But, just what I saw this summer, just his growth physically, weight room was huge for him because he didn't have it a year ago coming into his freshman year. And then the USA basketball experience with the U19s, there's no doubt that got him out of his comfort zone here a little bit. And he had to go, make that team and then travel to Latvia. And played well. And when he came back, not that he had ever lacked confidence, but he was at a whole nother level when he came back. So that gave me a pretty good sign when he walked back in July. I thought we were going to be pretty good. The definition of pretty good is pretty wide. I didn't know where we were going to fall on the spectrum. We still got a long ways to go. We can continue to get better, but he's a good central piece, and we got a lot of good players around him.
Coach, congratulations, man. Great win and obviously great start. We all know how great your league is and how hard that is. And like you just said, it's today's today and then tomorrow's tomorrow. But right. What's it like coaching? And obviously you've coached a lot of really good players and you've got a really good team this year. But Johnny's got a legitimate chance to be National Player of the Year. What's it like coaching a guy like him?
It's very similar to coaching Frank Kaminsky when we had him as National Player of the Year. And in terms of, the really good ones are really good because they want to be on winning teams. And that was all Frank was ever concerned with, about winning, and really didn't care about the individual things. They came because he was really good and our team was good. And Johnny's wired very much the same way. He has told me from way back last spring when we got together after coming back for our from the NCAA tournament and gave him a couple of weeks off, and then our postseason wrap-up meetings. He said, Coach, I don't care about the individual things. I just want to make sure our team is really good. And that's all he's focused on. I mean, really, I've said all along, his number one skill is his competitiveness and how he approaches every day and wants to compete in practice. And if it doesn't go well, he wants to get back in there and even the score just in practice. So when you have that type of drive and that type of mentality, and then you add obviously the other physical tools that he has, you have the makings for a really good player.
Hey, Coach, enough about Johnny Davis. He's great. We've talked about him. You got a lot of other pieces, man. Brad Davison, he's good, but the guy that stood out for you tonight, Tyler Wall, was terrific. And over the last 3 games, he's been really, really good. 21, 20. How nice is it to have, moving ahead in the season, to have that third guy be able to give you quality minutes?
Yeah, that's important. And and Tyler's taken the step going from a sophomore to a junior this year. When you cross that threshold of going from underclassmen to upperclassmen, responsibility comes with that, but he wanted a leadership in a bigger role, and obviously he's earned it. But just his confidence that he's playing with, he had another tough defensive assignment tonight with EJ Liddell, who's a great player. And, but he's been able to be very aggressive and confident offensively because he's gotten better. Ball handling's gotten better. He's gotten stronger. He's shooting the foul line better, and he's a hard, at that size and as athletic as he is, he's a hard matchup because he's almost like another wing on the floor when he attacks, and he's really good in the post. He's got great footwork, great feel, can use either hand. And again, much like Johnny, he's wired a little different in terms of how he competes. He really gets after it.
So, Coach, you guys are playing almost at like a little bit of a faster pace this season. You guys are running a little bit more. Is that just taking advantage of some of these talents that you got on the roster this year?
Yeah, I mean, I've always tried to adjust and adapt. I think any coach would tell you that you would try to find what you're good at and maybe tip the needle a little bit that way. I mean, we still touch the post a lot. We still want to take care of the ball. We're top 2 or 3 in the country in that, and I think we were number 1 last year, but that's important. The defending is important. But if I find that we've got some skill sets that are, we can play a little bit more in transition, or our defense gets us some offense, as long as we're not reckless with it and we don't throw it into the tuba section, I'm okay with pushing it at them and getting whether it takes 5 seconds or 25 seconds, let's get the best shot for us. And then they know that you have to defend, you have to rebound. Playing hard is a non-negotiable. And offensively, they'll be aggressive in transition and take advantage of it. And we have some players that can do it. Obviously, Johnny, Brad shooting threes in transition. Chucky Hepburn as a freshman has done a really good job just kind of being a calming, very mature for his year freshman. He doesn't play like a freshman in terms of his mindset and how he handles and directs it out there. So, it's just a group that's really come together really well. And we've got a lot of pieces and a bench that is a good supporting cast. And they just play hard. They play hard and they love competing with each other and for each other once we get to game nights.
All right. One last question. I'm putting you on the spot. You have to answer this. Okay. You are a Packers fan. Your
damn right
team. Your team is in the playoffs, unlike the team that Coach Prohm over there likes to root for. So I got to ask you right now.
Steve, who you wrote for?
I'm diehard Washington without a name. The team looking for a name.
Oh, the football team. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I wish we could get Aaron Rodgers.
So does everybody else. I have a little bit of a affection for Dallas because I'm Mike McCarthy's a good friend and got to know him really well when he was with the Packers. So, and he's done a great job with Dallas this year too. But yeah, it's kind of like a birthright here in Wisconsin. Like, I got a lot of Vikings fans. All those Minnesota guys are Vikings fans on my team. And I got a couple Bears fans, a Giants fan, a Redskin. I think we might have an Eagles fan. Jordan Davis is an Eagles fan. So we're a little bit all over the map. Patriots fan. Chris Vought's a Patriots fan. But when I got a little bragging rights right now, at least in the NFC North with Chicago and Minnesota.
I need an official prediction from you. Are the Pack going to win it?
Well, I got to see who we got to play. Come on, Rob, we take it one game at a time. Let's do the matchups, let's be some tough matchups, but I'm sure it'll be nice and cold up in Lambeau when we do get to the first game.
Real cold.
Well, listen, man, we appreciate the time. Thank you for being here. Congrats on a great season. And we look forward to watching you guys throughout the rest of the year.
You bet. Well, thanks for having me on, guys. I see everybody else on here. I wonder when I was going to get an invite.
Yeah. Well, Johnny's been too good. We've had Johnny on twice now, so he's just been too good. He missed some shots tonight. Yeah. So we had to settle for you.
Yeah, to go to the backup plan. I get it. Yeah. All right.